Alright guys, welcome back to part 8 of the Total War Rome to Rome campaign. Now, I had already... Well, I forgot to save the game at the end of the last part. And I apologize for not being a video yesterday. I was just busy. So, what I did is I essentially redid and removed the armies over here. There might be a little differences, like maybe the year, how much money, stuff like that. But nothing major has changed. We still took over here, replaced the Hastati units we lost. Everything's basically the same. There might be some discrepancies. But next turn, we're going to declare war on Carthage, because I just played that full turn. And we'll see how it goes from there. We are not going to enter a war with Sparta. We're going to let the Greeks fight. I think that happened last time also. And to secure our Illyrian conquest, we will accept that. But we do have an army over there, in case they did try to do anything. I don't think they will, but... we'll see. Nothing major was done. So, anybody in our family, House of Julia... Alright, we got this done. So now let's declare war on Carthage.
You are welcome, but not that welcome.
So now we can take you off of force march. There's about the same amount of troops. We'll besiege that for now. We'll bring this army in. No. Sword. Alright. And we will take Caralis. I might make this part a little bit longer, or I might do the 10th part as like an hour-long special or something. We'll see. We now have essentially secured Italy's coast. If we had a navy, it would be completely secure. But we do not have a navy, and I don't particularly plan on building one. Here. Let's get a temple. You can get dismantled. You can get converted. I do want more food. How's our political stuff looking? Your loyalty. Just want to keep all their loyalty as high as possible. Alright. We're not going to siege it out for a couple of turns like we did in the last part. We're just going to go straight in. Battle of Carthage. Let's go. I do really like this map. This map is really pretty because you have the harbor. They do have a navy, so let's put the cavalry right here. We'll put part of the Hastati right here. Actually, drop their siege equipment. I don't want the siege equipment right there. We shouldn't need all the siege equipment. But we will need some of it. So you will pick this up. We're really going to let the heavy infantry, like our Principes, lead the charge here. So we will have a 5th unit of Principes without one. The skirmishers, the skirmishers aren't really going to be used much, so we're probably going to keep them back with the general. The Triarii can line up here. What we'll do is we'll put one over here with the Triarii to just support, and we should have 2 Hastati left, which we will... oh, we have another letter. Right here. Where's our 4 Principes? Okay. Alright. We'll move you up as close to the wall as possible, followed up by your Triarii. We're going to assault the walls at multiple points, stretch them out as thin as possible. Right. So we have 3 units of reserves to follow up those. Alright. Alright, take that.
It is a simple mission, perhaps too simple.
Line up there. Cavalry, line up right here. We're going to block off the entire ocean, really. And then you will take right there. The tree REI can assault the gate. So we'll try to force our way in multiple points. I kind of wish we could, like, hop on their boats and sail around. It'd be kind of cool. That's honestly probably smarter for them, but they're not going to do it. Yeah, they're pulling back. I can't attack them until they're fully off the boat. So every dude jumps off the boat. If we can keep their fleet in the sea, it will actually kind of work. Just gotta block off the coast. They coming right here. I'm confident we can beat that, though. Here we go. Carthaginian hoplites. Our hoplites are probably better than our Triarii, but let's see. Alright. Cavalry's beat over here. So we can move you guys up. You two. Where's the capture point? And start running. And this is our gatehouse, so the cavalry can't get in.
Jupiter gives us strength.
Okay, they're trying to get on the ladders. Fall back. I don't know why you're trying to get on the ladders, but fall back. Velites. Just fall back. I don't know why they can't just go through the gate with the gate open. Are we all just gonna fight on the wall? Is that how it's gonna be?
Ready and waiting. Melee troops awaiting orders.
Alright, let's fast forward. We got some dudes in here. Might be able to just slip around and take it. Gonna be a casualty fest, which I fully expected it to be. Alright, we should be able to take this, which should give us victory. And the city's ours. Now we just gotta destroy the rest of their army. Not as epic of a siege as I would have liked it to be. They really didn't have a big defending force. Alright, took 700 losses, giving us about 1,900 troops to secure the rest at Carthage. If you guys are wondering what happened to most of the Battle of Carthage, it's because I cut it out. Because a lot of it was just boring fighting on the walls. Now we're just going to convert. I want Africa to be like a breadbasket. You can get dismantled. We're going to have a Carthaginian army on force march right here. We have this army that I don't want to move quite yet. In Magna Graecia... let's get increased tax rate. Let's get our general stuff. Got 4,000 up money per turn. So as long as we don't get pushed out of Africa by Carthage, which I don't expect to happen, we should be able to build up another army relatively soon, which is really good. We'll get this built. Another new general. This army's replenishing. Did I lose any units? I lost 2. I lost 1 Principe, 1 Hastati. Alright, over here... wasn't there... all fleets. Get this to free up some money. I think I was... started doing that in the last part. Right here... we're just going to build some easy public order buildings. And we'll move and take Thapsus. And then we're going to try and move straight back up to Carthage. It gives us like the entirety of the area. Not the province, but enough like to secure this area. Over here, make you a farming settlement. Disband. You can turn it to... I don't need you there. I don't need multiple military buildings in this province yet. Over here, we do have a city that's ready to be upgraded. So let's get that. Make some more money. At this point, we can start raising another army if we can. This guy has 5 command. He's the best general by far. Go from here. Still the same stuff. Get our cavalry for this army. This army, I'm not sure what we're going to do with. It'll probably go to whatever our next campaign is, or to secure Sicily. Athens ends our trade agreement, which is unfortunate, so we're going to take some money loss. Took a pretty decent loss of money there, honestly. 1,200. But part of that is from unit upkeep. So it's moved back into Carthage. Let's get that started. Carthage is going to start evening out. Public order-wise, we can replace those units next turn. This army, it'll probably just be a smaller force, to be honest. So we'll get the Triarii. We'll go 3. And then we'll go 2. And then we'll go 4. It's a smaller force, and then it'll go most likely to Sicily. This army, I really want to move out of Corrales, is one thing. Actually, let's free up some money because I don't want to slumps here. 1,500. Industry, make more money. Free up our money we lost from Athens. This term, we're going to send some diplomats out and check our political stuff. Thapsus is going to come under siege by Carthage. That's okay, because this army can move down there in one turn, retake it, and destroy one of their armies. That army has not moved. A little worrying, and we just spent a lot of money there, so that sucks. Driving trade. We're at 2,000 a turn. Let's take Thapsus back. Here. Oh, let's do this first, one step at a time. We take Thapsus. Convert. You're going to be a farming settlement. I want that built. Alright, you... I am going to move into North Africa.
At your command.
Okay, so we get
Ready to serve Rome?
3 more velites. Actually, how's our political? We can't secure war. 0% chance of civil war, but
We hunger for battle.
we're not making a lot of money. If I tax the shit... Alright, we're gonna do this for 1 turn. Just 1 turn. Just so we have money. And they want trade. I will gladly take trade. Unfortunately, we look unreliable right now. But we have 7,000 right now. So we're going to go back to normal tax rate. Go for 1 turn, so the political situation shouldn't be too bad. And we're able to go back, secure Carthage here. We'll do Vulcan. Alright. We need to secure loyalty. That's the first thing we need to do. Do that. Characters. Seek a spouse. We're going to start sending diplomats. We're going to send one to the Helvetii. We'll send one to Athens. And we're going to send one to the Raeti. This army.
Your orders?
I put you on force march. Can you make it? Yes. Alright, so this is more secure. This army should be done. Did I not recruit here? No, I didn't. Okay, so we're at 2,500. Next turn, I need to recruit velites in that army. And let's get this general skill done. Alright, you, we're going to go minus 4% on upkeep to get us a little bit more money per turn as long as he's alive. Which is kind of crucial for us right now.
The storm has
Libya wants a peace treaty,
the softer rains of peace could be yours.
which we're going to say no to because I want to take it all. We're going to take all of Africa. It's one of the reasons why we pulled another army down here. Let's trade you. Okay. So, this army can come off of force march. You're going to go campaign in the west. You, let's get an amphitheater, just work on public order. You can move the fastest, because I don't want the public order changing drastically. Well, I do need to replace units here. We're already out of money, which sucks. You can come off of force march. Once I feel more secure in Africa, which I feel relatively secure right now, we're going to end this part. We're going to destroy that army, hopefully. I think Carthage's garrison could probably deal with it. Hunted. This army, before we go on campaign, is going to get replenished. Back up to full strength. Now I'm going to recruit some velites here. Actually, we can move you down into Sicily and do that. You can't reach that army because they're on force march. So let's just try to force it out. Let's go west. Alright, next turn. We are not going to allow one of our characters to be adopted. That is not happening. Alright. Politics. You secure loyalty. Don't want any chance of civil war. You start moving. You will get your velites this turn. We'll go up to 4. Actually, we'll go to 3. just to save a little bit of money per turn. I know this is in a different province, but it will make Carthage more secure. It's because it extends the frontier. I don't know if we're going to conquer all the way down there or not. Going past the coast might not entirely be worth it. We don't really have a whole lot of money this turn to work on converting over there. Carthage might peace out with us at this point. And we have taken a lot of Africa. I don't expect them to really keep this from the southern African tribes, to be honest. Is anybody willing to trade? You want to trade? Make some more money.
And admire your...
You are welcome, although this
And Nettie hates us. Yeah, they don't want any money. They don't want to make any money. Right, we're at 3,400, so we can actually do a lot next turn. For conversion and probably military, I'm not going to raise the taxes again. That's not happening. Alright, that army's going to start moving back that way. If we fought defensively, I might not have to pull back the other army away from the Libyan campaign. But, can this army reach over there? The answer is a hot no. So let's start converting. We're not going to give up on this. Can he reach Carthage next turn? No. Even on force march, he can't. So that means we can start pulling up. And we'll get into Carthage and hopefully destroy one army next turn. We could take this, sack it, and get money. And then use that for building up the rest of our economy. That's a decent Carthaginian army right there. The rest of the province, though, is over here. Or no, the Midi is part of it. That is the only Carthaginian settlement left. Right, I want to see what these armies do. I don't want to move that army back yet. This army's coming to secure Sicily, so we don't have to worry about the Carthaginian navy trying to invade Italy. Carthage wants to peace out for 1,600. They take a trade agreement instead. They would. So we have successfully defeated but not conquered Carthage. While adding increasing the size of our territory by a third in terms of distance, not cities. And then we're going to keep campaigning against Libya because we don't have to worry about these armies. And then we can fight Carthage again later. Because at that point, we'll be so established in Africa, it's going to be really hard to push the Romans out of it. And maybe we can start doing some stuff over there. We'll do cultural inclusion. We're making 4,900 a turn right now, which is really good. And since we're at peace with Carthage, we don't have to pull this army any further south. But we can finish recruiting in that army. This army's done recruiting for the most part. But maybe they only did that so we wouldn't attack this army. So we will sit in Carthage for a turn. How are you if we pull out? -3. I need a public order building. We're going to dismantle here. Okay. We're going to start. Yeah, that's good, because I want to get this, because this is a lot of buffs without increasing our upkeep. Money-wise, any secure loyalties? No. Characters, but send diplomats out. I want to try and improve some relations. We're going to send one to Carthage because it's really low, because we just got done kicking their ass. We'll send one to Macedon. So we might build an alliance in Greece, but probably not. And we'll send one over here. So we have all the possible armies are over here. We can build up. Let's get an industry building just to keep working on the economy. Over here is pretty secure. Our northern border is secure. We do have one free army, essentially. We have 2 armies that's going to secure our southern flank in Africa. I feel like, though, if we build up like good diplomatic ties with the peoples down here, we won't have to worry about Africa too much. Eventually, we are going to campaign over here to secure the Mediterranean coast more, and I think that city is the provincial capital of Mauritania. So that'll be good. And that gives us access to invade Spain. But after we conquer the rest of Libya, in the next part, we will focus on the next conquest, which is either going to be Greece. Like, by Greece, I mean non-Macedonian Greece. Or we can go into Noricum and fight trade partners. Or we can start campaigning in the Gaul. Gaul will bring a lot of wars, but a lot of money. Just because of how much the map it'll encompass. But anyway, I'll talk to you guys in the next part. Peace.